let's move on to actually applying this on the skin. So it comes with a pump, which I love. Let's see how. Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be testing out and reviewing a foundation that I've been getting asked about a lot recently, and I believe it's because of the hype surrounding what this does, what this looks like, the price point, and all that good stuff. This is the Sephora Best Skin Ever Liquid Foundation. It retails for $20 US, and you can find it in 50 different shades. I chose the shade 26N to test out today. You get 0.84 fluid ounces worth of product, which is just shy of a full solid ounce, which is typically what liquid foundations come in. This is a medium coverage, natural finish foundation that has a shelf life of 12 months. So you have an entire year to use it all up if you end up loving it. It is infused with hyaluronic acid as well as red algae extract, which both are meant to help hydrate. It is also infused with brown algae extract, which is going to provide us with an anti-pollution protective shield. So not only is this going to provide us with nice, medium, natural looking coverage, but it is also going to provide skincare benefits, which are going to help our skin over time. This little bottle is glass, and it is made with 30% recycled glass. I can appreciate that. So per usual, I am not going to be applying a primer underneath this foundation. I want to see how it wears on its own. As far as my skin, I can get pretty oily here along the T-zone, but I'm normal everywhere else. So we'll see how it wears along the rest of my face. As far as the T-zone, I know it's not going to stay matte. I know it's not going to stay oil-free. Since this is a more hydrating foundation, I'm not expecting that whatsoever, but I do want to see how it wears along the rest of my face. And then in the future, I can, apply a little bit of a mattifying primer to the T-zone if it's really, if it gets really bad. So let's start off by color correcting the under eye area before moving on to applying the foundation. Today I'm going to be using my Bobbi Brown corrector. This one's in the shade Peach. So just applying a little bit of that before moving on to the foundation. So let's give this a good shake. Ooh, I don't know why I was expecting for this to be a bit thinner, but it's not. It's quite dense. All right, so I'm going to take my F47 multitasker brush from Sigma Beauty in order to apply this onto the face. Let's hope that this is a good shade match. I did the shade finder quiz that Sephora offers on their website, and this is what it recommended based on what I wear. And I don't remember which foundation I did for this particular match, but anyway, looks good. Looks like it's pretty spot on. I like how it's blending into the skin. It truly does feel or look like skin. Let's move on to the forehead. All right, so there's half of the face. I like it. Definitely medium coverage, but it looks like skin. It looks really, really nice. It looks like just a filter over your skin. So it doesn't completely cover it up. It looks nice. It looks hydrated. It looks really pretty radiant, right? Wouldn't you say? All right, so now let me zoom you guys in so that you can see the before and the after. All right, so this is without any foundation, and this is the side with one layer of the foundation. See what I mean? It still looks like skin, so you can still see my skin through it, but it just gives you a nice, more even look. All right, so let's continue with the rest of the face. All right, so there it is, one layer foundation. I love the way that this looks. It just makes your skin look really nice, radiant, healthy, hydrated, and it evens everything out. However, definitely medium coverage, as you can see, you can still see some blemishes here and the blemish right here, but that can be easily fixed with just a little bit of concealer over the little areas that this foundation did not cover. Overall, looks great. Feels pretty hydrating, so I am absolutely going to set the forehead here, and I might have to set the cheek area just a little bit so that I'm able to blend out my powders on top. Overall though, it looks really good. So let me jump off camera for a second, finish the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Makeup is done. So far, I really like this foundation. I did have to set it here and here, and I also set it here along the forehead just to try to help it out throughout the day so that it doesn't get excessively oily and we don't get super slick up here. But also because I just find that everything blends better when I've set the foundation. So I just set it very lightly here, set it here, and we're just gonna keep going with our day and see what happens. It is currently 12:35 in the afternoon. Of course, I will be back halfway through the day, so around 4 o'clock, 4:30, to do a midday check-in from natural lighting, or with natural lighting rather. So I will be back in a few hours for my midday check-in. All right, so I'm back for a quick check-in. It is currently 4:09. So I've had this foundation on for almost a full 4 hours. This is what it currently looks like. I think it's all gone from the nose, but I did have a mask on for a little while, so that could explain that. This is the right side. And I am looking a bit dewy, especially here along the forehead. I'm not surprised there. It is super hot outside, so I'm a little sweaty, just a little sweaty. But honestly, this isn't as bad as I thought it could get. However, we're only 4 hours in, so let's hold off until the end of the day, right? Around the mouth, not bad. Not bad at all. Overall, I still like the way that it looks. I really like the way that it feels because it truly doesn't feel like much on the skin, even though you are getting really nice medium coverage. It doesn't feel slick, it doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel like much on the skin, honestly. So that is, yeah, that's the end of that. I will continue to wear this for about another 4 hours, call it a day at around 8 o'clock, 8:30. So I'll see you back here at the end of the day for my final check-in. All right, so I am back for my final check-in. It is currently 8:20, which means I've had this on for a full day, 8 hours, almost a full solid 8 hours. Now, before I get into what I think about the foundation after wearing it for an entire day, let me zoom you guys in so that you can get a better look at my skin with the foundation after 8 hours. All right, so we're gonna start off with the forehead. It is not as oily as I thought it was going to be. Honestly, I thought that it was going to be a lot worse, considering that this is more of a hydrating foundation. It's not bad. Not bad at all. This is the left side of my face, and here is the right. And this is the situation around the mouth. It did not settle into my smile lines, which I was pleasantly surprised by. On the nose, absolutely no foundation left. And I also feel like I lost some coverage down here, mainly where I place my mask, kind of like where it rubs. Other than that though, it looks good. It still looks good. All right, so there you have it. That is the foundation after wearing it for an entire day. I actually really like it, and it performed better than I was expecting, to be quite honest, because of the hydrating ingredients and because of the fact that I did not wear this with a mattifying primer. I did not wear any kind of a setting spray on top of this. All that I did today was just set it with powder, and that's it. And it wasn't even like heavily set, I just lightly set it. It didn't make me excessively oily like I thought it would, considering the fact that I do tend to get really oily here along the T-zone, especially on really hot days like what we had today. We were in the mid 80s, but it felt like in the low 90s. It was really hot outside, and I was out there like 3 times today playing with Luna in the backyard. So I did work up a little bit of a sweat, quite a bit of a sweat. And yeah, it doesn't show. It doesn't show like it can along my forehead. Granted, the foundation kind of wore off all down here because of the mask. I wasn't surprised that the foundation wore off of my nose because that's typical with me and foundations. They just don't stay on my nose for whatever reason. However, it did wear off a little bit down here, like chin area, around the mouth, but not too much, not enough to where I could say, oh my gosh, look at the difference. Nothing here, foundation here. You can obviously see it everywhere else but here. Like, I don't think that that is necessarily the case right now, right? Yeah, it's not. It's not the case. But considering everything that happened and everything that I put it through today, it actually held up. I don't feel like this made me excessively oily. It's comfortable. It feels like skin. It's pretty lightweight, not completely. I would say this more so feels kind of like a moisturizer than nothing on your skin at all. So you do feel the foundation, but it's not a lot. You don't feel it much. It's not cakey. It didn't settle. It didn't separate. It didn't make me excessively oily. It wore really well. It really, really did. So that completes today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed today's product review and that you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future videos. And also don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, where I absolutely love to interact with you guys. As always, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.